What are the possible institutional models for ASEAN's external trade agreements? Well, there are three broad categories. First, combined or common ASEAN member state agreements. This is where rights and obligations are created with the non-ASEAN state, and on the side of ASEAN member states, either no rights are created amongst them, or the rights amongst them are enforced using means within ASEAN. Second, agreements involving ASEAN the organization as a separate party. This would require first that some kind of competence is transferred to ASEAN, and ASEAN could either conclude an agreement alone and in its own right, or drawing on the EU experience of mixity, ASEAN as an organization and its member states together could even conclude mixed ASEAN agreements. Third, ASEAN member state agreements. ASEAN's external trade agreements currently are a variant of this. They are plurilateral in nature, and this means that rights and obligations are created between member states as well as with the dialogue partner. ASEAN itself, however, though a separate legal person, is not a party. The way in which the ASEAN agreements are concluded has legal effects throughout the life of such agreements, from negotiation and conclusion, treaty making, through the possible breach of the agreements and recourse to available remedies, treaty breaking. Some of these effects may be intended and some may have been unintended, and we examine through the book questions such as, can we improve on the current method of concluding ASEAN agreements to better achieve ASEAN centrality? Are there ways to present ASEAN as a single actor in the process? Is there a way to involve the ASEAN Secretariat? We do not venture to suggest one moral trade agreement for ASEAN. Rather, we demonstrate that ASEAN can conclude trade agreements with non-member states in a number of different ways and then analyze their possible impact on the different stages in the life of an agreement. It provides a framework of analysis of the different methods by which ASEAN and its member states have and could conclude trade agreements with non-member states. The framework will be useful to those who examine treaty models, whether they be academic researchers or practitioners, including government officials and advisors. It would also be valuable particularly to those engaged in the comparative study of regional treaty-making practices. Our book offers insight into what might be the potential of ASEAN in the field of external relations in the longer run, and it will appeal to those interested in ASEAN's ability to achieve an ASEAN economic community.